Is it trashy if your dad took you to the prison he works at to get a free haircut?
No complaining about that cut, I'll tell you that. No, it looks great. Thanks so much. Take care, guys. Now, who would cut the hair? Would it be an inmate or would it be like a barber that they hired?
An inmate, for sure.
An inmate? That's gotta be illegal. That's crazy. Jeez.
I'm sure you skipped the lollipop, too, on the way out the door. Oh, thanks, I'm good. Gang, get your tickets for all the cities on the Stay Trashy Tour at areyougarbage.com.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Are You Garbage? The show where you find out if your favorite comedians are classy individuals or absolute trash. Now, here are your hosts, Kevin Ryan and H. Foley.
Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's new favorite podcast. This is Are You Garbage?
Oh, yeah.
It's that little show we sit down with your favorite comedians, and we find out if they're to be classy, or if they're just a big old piece of trash. I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a beautiful day. We're out back here at Tootie's in the new edition. She's upstairs getting plowed by somebody.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on
All
up
right.
there. My co-host is coming at you from right next to me. Try to sneak one in on him.
Sure.
He is the CEO of Are You Garbage. He is an international businessman,
boy.
and he is not to be trifled with in the boardroom or the bedroom.
Okay.
It's KJ, Kevin James Ryan.
What's up, gang? Thanks
Hey,
for
pal.
tuning in. As always, please make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Full video available on YouTube. As you know, those numbers are
True to Rev.
cooking. And obviously, the greatest website of all time.
Woo.
I ain't got to tell nobody that.
Sing it, sister.
www.patreon.com/areyougarbage gang. You go over there. It's a goddamn party. Well over 10,000 members of that.
Yes, sir. And the second greatest website of all time, areyougarbage.com. Get your tickets for the live shows, some T-shirts, some Zippo-style lighters. Added a Philly show. Philly, come out. Let's sell that baby out. And
Also added a third Toronto show.
Get out of here.
Get outta here.
Holy shit. Shout out to the Canucks, baby. And how about a nice quick shout out to our producer extraordinaire, the old magic man back there, rocking the shorts lately, showing the gams. Give it up for T-Bone McScruffins. Toby McMullen, everybody.
What up, dudes?
What up, T-Bone?
Oh, I'm stoked. We got the good homie in the crib,
It's
man.
a fun day.
It is. Grab some
Fun
chocolate
day.
chip ice cream. Get a whoopie pie in you. Let's have a good time.
I tell you, man, he's like a breath of fresh air when he comes in. The weather's turned a little
He
bit.
came in complaining.
I'm a big complainer. I'm
He
trying
was
to.
worried about flesh-eating diseases.
I'm not worried about the flesh eating. Sometimes this happens. I get mistook for a worrier. I worry about things.
Well, you start, we're like, hey, Joe, how you doing? Flesh-eating disease? That's not a worry. That's a worry.
No, I was like, did you guys hear about that? Because we were talking heat, the temperature.
Sure, okay.
By the way, I'm about to have a child. I'm complaining. Foley's over there being like, you hear it's 180 in Texas. Babies can't survive. Everything's dying. And so I was trying to yes and supposedly. And
We were riffing, Jerry.
I'm not concerned, but evidently the what do you call the mussels, the
Oysters.
oysters are causing flesh-eating diseases.
The ligaments.
But I don't eat the hoof. I don't eat oysters. So
Sure,
I'm not
I
worried.
think you're in the clear.
I
yeah.
don't worry about flesh eating, but I thought it was just a topic. But this happens to me a lot in my life, where I'll be like this, what time's the show start? Don't worry. Don't be nervous. And I'm like, I'm just wondering what time the show is.
Like the agent on Seinfeld.
Oh, Katie.
Katie.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, stop freaking out.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I'm freaking out.
You got to worry about the Chinese, I think, more for the kid.
Oh, boy.
World War III. That's what I'd
happening
worry
there?
about,
Oh,
not the oysters.
Man, I am between two Looney Tunes right now.
And AI.
It's AI. Here we
There
are.
you go.
AI, climate change.
Don't worry about Skynet, baby.
The
It's a
nukes.
nice day. Open the door. Take a step outside.
Don't worry about the Claims Casino. You'll be all right.
Chef for the
Gang,
men's.
we couldn't be more excited to have our incredibly, and I mean incredibly special guest back with us again today. He was just here with the missus.
Yeah.
But he's got a fucking brand new special out right now on the YouTube page. Enough for everybody. Give it up for Jolton. Joe List, everybody.
Thank you,
One of the
guys.
best.
I appreciate you guys having me. I know it's very close. I was just here
Nah,
with
buddy, we
Sarah.
love it, buddy. Your
Open
family.
invite. Open invite.
Open invite always.
Thank you. Thank you.
don't
very
worry
much.
about it.
Stop freaking out, List. Jesus Christ.
That I was worried about. But yeah, please check out the special. Enough for everybody. I got demonetized. They're censoring me. I'm trying to do the censorship.
Bad
angle.
boy. Bad boy at
Yeah.
comedy.
I said the C word. I thought it was pretty innocuous, but they got me.
They got you.
They fooled me, Jerry.
Buddy, that thing's cooking, man.
Yeah,
congratulations.
Awesome. If you haven't listened, I'm sure, or watched, a lot of people out there, go fucking check it out. He's one of the. You're cranking him out. It seems like every 3 weeks.
You're everywhere.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's 3 and 3.5-ish years, so I feel pretty good. So yeah, go check it out, please, for the love of Pete. I got a baby to feed.
One of the absolute best comedians working. And a goddamn movie star, for Christ's sake. What are we doing here? This kid's Hollywood.
I wish. Yeah, we made a film. I'm working on another documentary film. I'll hit you guys back up to come back.
Is it about the oysters?
He's going to move in here in a couple of weeks.
I'm dying to. This is better than my apartment. Your studio is bigger than my parents' house. I grew up in a smaller house than this.
No, really? It's got maybe close, yeah.
Honestly,
it's bigger than my apartment. It's bigger than my apartment.
Yeah, I think square footage is probably bigger here than my parents' house. We had a yard.
That's pretty good. Look at you, huh?
It's pretty good.
I don't know what you're worried about.
Bragging,
They'll give us water in there. It's pretty good.
By the way, I had a sighting of the Liss not that long ago.
Oh yeah.
I think I was hopping out of a cab out in the neighborhood there, and it was you and about like 5 or 6 of your family members. They were scurrying down the street trying to get to a cookie place before it closed.
That's right, Chip City. That's right.
Chip City.
Chip City.
And they weren't waiting for each other, man. There was somebody in the back with a stroller. I don't think they got anything.
My brother-in-law's name is Chip, and we went in there, and I did a big thing. They hated me. I was like, guys, I want everyone to guess this guy's name.
Gary?
And the three of them would just stare like this. And I went, come on, one guess. And that one guy went, Chip. And we went, yeah! We all went crazy, and there was no emotion.
Ford got to do that day.
Yeah, there was no emotion. We went, all right,
like, hey, buddy, we're closing in 10 minutes.
But I think they were catching a train, and we wanted to get our big cookie.
They're all right, man. Shout out to Chip City. They're fantastic.
They're fun. Highly recommend Chip City. But, yeah, they're coming back. Tell me this isn't hurtful. My niece is going to college. Very exciting. Pace University. And they're moving her in. And so I'm like, we're going to go to the Mets game. We're going to go to the Cellar. We'll get some wings. We'll go to the High Line.
Family's in town.
Yeah. And they booked the morning train, Saturday morning. Move in is 2 p.m. And they got an evening train back.
Ooh, in and out. That ain't great.
That's a holiday weekend, I might add.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Not even like, hey, let's grab a dinner. Let's anything.
We got to get back. The snow's coming. We got the roads will be terrible.
Jesus.
In and out.
But they would have had to get a hotel and stuff.
Man, they
like
really
that.
didn't like that chip bit, huh?
Maybe they'd have to get it. You might think, well, a hotel is very pricey holiday weekend. I have an additional studio office downstairs. I have a bed.
It's a basement.
It's a basement, but it's furnished. It looks like.
What kind of bed's in there?
A nice bed. I'll tell you what. It's a very nice bed. It's a full-size bed. And when Sarah, the reason it's downstairs, we ordered a bed frame, and I forgot about the existence of full-size bed. I just thought of twin and queen. So I was like, we have a queen, because I used to have a twin as an adult.
Yikes.
And
keep your nudie mags underneath there.
Wait, till what age were you in a twin?
I'd rather not say. 35.
Whoa!
Yeah.
You and Sarah weren't living together yet, were you?
No, we had separate places.
Okay.
Separate knobs.
And both of you would sleep in the separate bed.
When she would sleep over?
No, I stayed at her place.
Okay.
In what I thought
she
was
had a futon.
She had a full, but I thought it was a queen. So I was like, we got to get a bed
that's
frame.
how trashy you are.
I know, and there was mattress on the ground situation. So I was like, we got to get a frame. We're married. We're men with jobs, Jerry. So I ordered, and I was like, well, we have a queen. And Sarah's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, because mine's a twin. So this has got to be a queen. So they showed up and built the bed frame, the two guys, and then they put the mattress, and they were like, this isn't, you know this is the wrong size, right? And I had to be like this, of course.
Yeah, this is a bit I'm doing.
So this is a sleeping bag?
I was like, the new mattress is on its way. And so we slept for like 1 full year on a queen-size bed frame with a full-size mattress.
So Chip and the family would have had to stay in the basement in a full-size bed with a queen-size bed frame. Am I have that right?
No, the bed frame, we've later bought a queen.
Okay.
So now the frame and mattress match. But on the floor on the mattress.
I'm on Chip's side. I gotta be
no
honest
shit.
with
Thanks for the cookies. We'll see you at Christmas.
Well, we call it the Mets game. The cellar. The wings.
You'd have them hopping the fence to get in.
Yeah.
Just, wait till that security guard turns his back, then we're all clear.
So
All you got to
they're
do
in
is
and
hand
out.
out a couple of flyers after the show.
But now I have my niece living in the city.
That's
so I can
cool.
show her all the Chipotles and the Starbucks.
There you go.
Fucking John Q. America over here.
All the ins and outs of New York City.
We wanted to ask you about because it's we're creeping towards the end of the summer here. As I said in the beginning, the weather changes, and you just get that feeling of the first day of school.
Back to school, baby.
Did that excite you as a kid?
I was
probably say you were a little worried.
nervous about going back to school always, but it depends on what year we're talking. High school, I really came into my own. I was really moving and shaking. I had friends. I was very popular in high school, believe it or not.
I believe that.
And so high school, I was like, I couldn't wait to get back and see
Okay.
everybody. I had like an audience, and I was an athlete, so that was exciting. But elementary school, I was definitely shitting my pants.
Yeah, I wasn't a
terrified.
fan of that either.
No, it was nerve-wracking. But summer also could be a bummer because, like, I just got dropped off at my grandmother's. We didn't go to, like...
It could be lonely, those, like, elementary school, junior high days of, like, the days seemed like 100 hours long, and you were just fucking...
man,
there.
years.
Somebody was watching you, you were by yourself in your house, no car, nothing.
Yeah, there would be times where my aunt would come and watch because both my parents worked full-time. So, like, if my aunt came, we would run around the neighborhood. I grew up in a neighborhood with, like, a lot of kids. That was fun. But a lot of the days, yeah, it was drop off at your grandmother's house.
And there was no kids in that neighborhood?
No, none. It was like a lot of Price is Right with my grandmother.
Ooh.
Hey, don't hate that.
Air
though.
conditioning?
Oh, I can't imagine. No air conditioning. No, and a lot of indoor smoking too.
I
Just
was
chain
going to say,
smoking.
yeah, ripping heaters and watching Bob Barker.
And somehow my grandmother would be on the phone 100% of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like she just would have phone call, like 4-hour phone calls.
Just talking shit. That's what they do. And
They get
when
older,
yeah,
yeah.
they start ripping on everybody.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'll be. But she would sit on her leg, and then she would get up and go, yeah, and like limp around because she just sat on a foot for the day. And a
House
lot of
coat?
smoking.
What would she be rocking?
Probably too hot, no AC. You're not rocking a house coat.
Yeah, but she certainly didn't have shorts on.
Sit there in a two-piece?
I think it might have been like a bathrobe-y thing, maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
Nightgown.
A nightgown.
Nightgown?
Yeah, I put
All
a
right.
D at the end of that for some reason.
Nightgown?
Is it not a nightgown?
Sounds like something they
No,
do to get the
nightgown.
docks.
A gown. Like a ball, like a
gown.
ball gown.
Yeah.
Gown.
Gown. I also, with the three of us, we're not all great at words. I don't think we should be we're not the authority on how to pronounce words.
It's a night. There's no D in
No,
nightgown.
it's nightgown.
Yeah.
Nightgown.
No.
I just found out it was wheelbarrow.
Yeah, I still say barrel.
Yeah, I say barrel too.
Yeah, that blew my
Wheelbarrow.
mind. It's a barrel with wheels.
Yeah, it's stupid.
They don't know what they're talking about.
Somebody was being a dickhead.
But yeah, I'm trying to picture, I think some kind of long thing, one-piecey
Sure.
type of thing, I'm saying.
Where was your grandfather? Was he at work?
He worked, yeah. He would go to work, he'd come back, he'd bring McDonald's a lot. He smoked as well.
There you go.
He had real bad coughs, I remember. It was a lot of wet.
That's
Sounds
what
like
you
it's in the 30s.
I know.
They were from the 30s,
know,
I guess.
I definitely pictured dirt on your face the whole time for some reason.
Yeah, it was a lot of cats. There was a lot of cat fur and cigarettes. It wasn't great. Not a great atmosphere. And also, I think when they eventually moved, it was the kind of place you'd take pictures off the wall, and there was just that yellow
Stained,
stain
yeah.
around. And my uncle, who's my age,
That's
he grew up.
That's a red flag.
He grew up
That ain't great, Joe.
He grew up in the house, and he became a fireman. And when he had his physical exam, they were like, "How long have you been smoking?" And he's like, "I've never smoked in my life." And they were like, "Yikes!"
Yeah, that's not good.
So it was.
How did it get to what's the age difference of
Summer memories, huh?
summer nights.
Man, I thought lacrosse camp sucked. Jesus Christ.
what's the age difference how your uncle's the same age?
He's actually 4 years older than me, or 5 years, I think. He's 5 years
When
older
it comes
than me.
to uncles, that's the same age.
But yeah, my cousin,
You wouldn't call him Uncle whatever, would
Uncle
you?
Dale. I still call him Uncle Dale.
When you were a kid, you called him Uncle Dale?
No. As a kid, I just called him mean. He was very. My uncle, and we're very close now, and we have been for many years. My uncle and my cousin, who he's his uncle too, and they are 2 months apart or something. I guess 5 months apart. But they used to crank in the summer. They would crank up the AC, and they had like the little plug-in thing in the bedroom. I guess everyone had AC in their bedroom, but not the living room. They would plug it in, and then they would steal my blankets at night as like a gag because I'd fall asleep first. I was younger, and I would wake up like shivering, and I used to sleep with dirty clothes as blankets.
I've been there.
And one time, the same uncle, we were fighting about something, and I caught him. I came out, and he was putting thumbtacks in the bottom of my sneakers.
What?
Yeah, and if I hadn't caught him in the act, I would be like in a wheelchair right now, I think. Imagine that. It's like ripping your foot across a thumbtack.
Sure. Man.
Plus a pneumonia, too.
Yeah, I mean, it was not.
It really sounds like your family does not like you.
Yeah, well, we were like brothers, you know. They taught me the ways of the world and how to be worried about flesh-eating diseases.
Did you pay for the cookies, by the way? Do you spring for the cookies for everybody?
I spring for a lot of things. I can't speak to the cookies specifically, but
okay.
I'll do some buying. But my family's
They're running out of town on you, though.
They're these kind of people that they
probably resold those cookies when they got home.
I think because I'm younger, they think like we got to pay him back or whatever. And so yeah, there's a lot of like, let me buy dinner, and then they like leave $100 under the plant or something.
That's nice.
That kind of stuff, which is very sweet. But you're like, I make money, I have money.
I know. I have that same dynamic too. It's like now that I'm 37, and it's like they're still like, you know, let me get it for you. I'm like, I do well. I have a job. I make money. It's okay. I can buy water ice for everybody.
I get that at 47, but I was a loser for so long.
Of course, yeah. Up until
so long.
A year ago.
Yeah.
That's the thing is there's psychological studies. Your family sees you as who you were as a kid.
For sure.
I still get shit because I chickened out on Space Mountain 30 years ago, and they still make fun of me for it. And I'm like, well, I've been in a helicopter in Iraq since then. Like, I've lived.
Sure.
I'm not, I'm sure I'm worried about flesh-eating diseases and AI, but still, I'm out here.
I'll get on a goddamn coaster if you want me to.
You hear that, Chip?
Yeah, I sprinted from the subway to the studio, but I'm here.
Do you really run places?
No, I don't run places, but I will run from people if it gets. I haven't run in a while, but I've had a couple people where I'm like, all right, take care. I'll just jog on out of here.
Texas.
But I imagine we all would. I mean, I had two guys. I mean, I've told the story. I've had two guys like screaming in my face. Like,
yeah, I would back off of that for sure.
Yeah, city's dicey.
I'm a big runner. That's why I wear the sneakers.
You goddamn track star.
You goddamn right.
What were your events, by the way?
I ran in track. I ran the mile.
And is this all 4
meter.
years? It was track.
Yeah. So I ran cross country. I was planning to play baseball. I was a big baseball guy, but going into my freshman year, going into that season, I was ineligible because I failed 2 classes, and the classes were algebra and introduction to computers.
Took algebra in 8th grade?
No, this is 9th grade.
That's still pretty good.
I think that's what it is.
Is it?
Yeah,
I think so.
no, I was
it's like 8th or 9th grade.
I feel like I took that my senior year.
No, I never
Wow.
people took calculus. I never got to calculus.
No, fuck that shit.
Yeah, I was not good.
That wasn't my cup of tea either. Yeah.
But I failed intro to computers, which was really humiliating. But anyway, so I was ineligible.
Couldn't figure out Oregon Trail.
I mean, it was tough. I don't know. There was a mouse involved, and I couldn't do it.
I'm never gonna need this.
This is nonsense. I'm a books man. But because I was ineligible, my cross-country coach, who was also the track coach, he said, you can be on the track team, you just can't compete, but we'll let you practice with us. But I couldn't try out for a team I was ineligible for.
Mm-hmm.
So I just did that. But yeah, so I went cross-country, winter track, spring track, all 3 seasons, all 4 years.
Damn, was the school good?
We were unbelievable, baby. Our spring track, we didn't lose a meet from 1990 to like 2001.
Holy shit.
We were pretty, I was in 12 seasons, 12 conference championships. The teams.
Get that.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's an accomplished fucking athlete over here.
Yeah, my coach is like Hall of Fame. Coach Black, shout out. Still around, Hall of Famer.
You have any of those trophies in the apartment?
No, I got no high school anything.
Got rid of it all. Sure, it's in a box somewhere.
I'm sure my parents have it in a box.
Kip, let's talk about liquid death, baby.
Hi-ya! Yeah.
Let's talk about getting rid of that boring old water you're drinking. Drink something that looks like a tall boy, baby. Something that's going to get you laid. You know what I'm saying? Gang, healthy beverages right around the corner with liquid death, and it looks cool, and you look cool drinking it. Do yourself a favor, rip into one.
Yeah, I remember the first time I had Liquid Death. I was crazy
Ooh, that's
hungover.
all right.
Dude, I was crazy hungover. It was at the bottom of a cooler. I reached down because I don't like sparkling water, but they got the regular water. I got the mountain water, the straight up artisanal water. I cracked this thing, baby. It cured about 15 hangovers in 2 minutes.
Dude, forget all that. Just rest in peach is all right.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Their cans have the coolest art on them and might just be the inspiration for your next tattoo if you're a biker. They're also knocking it out of the park with their merch. Grab yourself a hoodie, a hat, or even a flask that looks like a casket.
30 calories in this. That's it.
It's not bad.
Damn.
You can find Liquid Death's healthy beverages on Amazon or at a retailer near you. Are You Garbage listeners get 20% off their
Look at
first
that.
Liquid Death apparel purchase, available exclusively at liquiddeath.com/garbage. Exclusions may apply. That's liquiddeath.com/garbage. Do it, gang.
Kip, let me tell you about VPN.
Tell me a little something about VPN.
Because I know you're a private guy. You got the tape on your thing. You don't want people looking at you when you're watching your videos. VPN, baby.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be surfing the net without it. Keep your identity a secret. Keep what you're doing in your pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Every time you connect to an unencrypted network, like when you're at a hotel or a cafe, any hacker on that network can
Jack ya.
steal all your personal information. ExpressVPN keeps you protected by creating a secure encrypted tunnel between your device and the internet.
There you go.
So hackers can't steal your shit.
Yeah.
Log into your webcam, watch you wailing on yourself. Never get me.
What you're doing.
No, hey, ExpressVPN works on your laptop, phone, tablet, and more, so you can protect yourself on any device. I use it when I go over to Germany because you can log in and you can get all different kind of you get all different kind of videos.
Sure.
Real dark web type stuff.
Get weird in Dusseldorf.
So secure your online data today by visiting expressvpn.com/garbage. That's expressvpn, expressvpn.com/garbage. You can get an extra 3 months for free.
Whoa.
They're giving away the VPNs over there.
Machi.
expressvpn.com/garbage. Do it, gang. Now back to that gosh darn show.
Back to the show.
Is your room still set up at your parents' house?
A little bit. It's not like it was, but there's still a room with the bed, and there's a couple of like my photos hanging in there. But it's not like I used to have pictures and posters on every inch of the thing. And I always know, how do you guys feel about this? Because my sister, she was resentful because she moved out and they immediately turned it into like a family room, a den or whatever. My bedroom remained like a bedroom for years, and she thought that was insulting to her. But I was like, no, this is insulting to me. I went to pursue comedy, and they're like, leave his bedroom the way it is. He's going to be back.
I've seen his closer. He'll be back.
Is this on the second floor?
Well, we only had one floor.
Right. That's right.
Just one little, no basement.
It's underground.
No basement, no stairs.
Right.
It looks like exactly like the Monopoly house.
Yeah.
It's green.
It's the same size.
The roof and house are the same color. But to me, it was like, they were like, don't touch anything. He ain't
took
going
offense
nowhere.
to it, yeah.
I mean,
Sure.
I didn't take offense. I just thought, like, no, you're in the bed. My sister moved out, and they were like, she's gone.
She's good. She's okay. She's off
all
on her own,
set.
making her way in the world.
Yeah, this idiot thinks he's Seinfeld. He's coming back.
I'd be more pissed if they redid it.
I wouldn't care. I have no sentimental value to any of that stuff.
My room's still somewhat the same. It's still my room.
Yeah. Yeah, mine too, I suppose. But she lives a couple blocks away. She's fine.
There you go.
What was your style like in high school? I could see you like a jean jacket kind of guy.
My style has not changed at any point ever in my life. I've been wearing the same exact thing.
Came out of the womb with glasses and a Boston hat on.
Bruins t-shirt,
Go Sox!
jeans, and running sneakers. 100% of the way. You could go to any. The only thing you might find is the long sleeve tee with the short sleeve over it.
Love that.
Man,
That was
big.
my
that was
fucking
great for my
favorite.
body. Like it pads the man boobs.
That was a chubby
It's
kid's
great.
bread and butter right there.
That was nice, and
That and
but
a pair of cargo shorts.
you go back. Maybe the shorts have changed. I would have jean shorts, and I always felt this way about shorts. No one ever emails you to tell you the style changed. They like, I would wear jean shorts, and then they'd be like, "Look at this idiot with jean shorts." And you're like, "Shit, I guess I gotta go cargo." And then one day they were like, "Cargo, whoa!"
Wait, were you wearing jean shorts that weren't cutoffs?
Just regular jean shorts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody did.
Hemmed up ones?
Like you buy, like a
Yeah,
pair of
No,
Levi's.
never. They were never cool.
Yeah, they
No,
were.
they were cool.
They were cool.
When were they cool?
90s.
That's dads wore that shit.
Dude, I'm
with-
telling you, they were cool. It was cool for sure.
Yeah, like fifth grade. When I was in fifth grade, whatever that is, 93, 92.
jean
Yeah, mid
sh-
'90s were cool. And then I think,
cutoffs, yeah.
but cutoffs cutoffs were not. I'm not saying they weren't cool. They were cool, but regular hemmed jean shorts bought at the store were in fashion.
Those are big. I have somewhere, there's a picture of me, I've posted it before, playing league basketball with the jersey and jean shorts on picture day. Jean shorts.
I take it back. They are cool.
Yeah, somewhere that exists. Me in jean shorts and a
Pair of
basketball
dress shoes
uniform.
on.
He's got the high black socks. He's slipping all over the court. Let's stay on your toes, will you? Coach Black screaming.
It was, yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened that day, but I had jean shorts. But jean shorts were the thing. And then cargo were cool. Cargo was
I remember
hit.
cargos.
I remember there was a point, and it's obviously age, different, but there was a point where if you had khaki shorts without cargo pockets, that was like Loserville.
Yes.
Like you were like, that was like what your dad would wear if you had a set of Bermudas on. That was like, you couldn't go to school with that. You had to have pockets.
Wasn't Bugle Boy something?
Bugle Boy was
real
big.
something.
Those were shorts.
Bugle
were
Boy.
shorts.
I remember Bugle Boy jeans.
Yeah, then they started making his shorts.
Jean
And
shorts.
were you guys wearing shorts to high school? Were you wearing shorts in high school?
Yeah, summertime.
Never.
Probably not.
Toby,
no.
were you wearing shorts?
Junior high for sure.
Really?
Junior high cargo shorts and like a Slipknot t-shirt or something.
I don't think I ever wore fucking shorts in school.
Yeah, I wore shorts. But yes, basically my style, haircut, 100% the same. There's very little, other than jean shorts at a basketball game, there's not a lot of looking and being like, look at my pants. I never pegged my pants. I never, spiked my hair. I never had jabot, whatever.
Where would you go back to school shopping? Was it like Marshall? Was it anywhere? Or your mom just would be like, I got you 3 pairs of jeans. This is what you're wearing.
Sears, because my aunt worked at Sears. I worked at Sears later also, and I think we did the
They
discount.
really keep it in the family, these lists.
Oh, everyone in my family worked at Sears.
My dad worked at Sears for a little while.
We were
Sold
all
refrigerators.
Sears.
The
Yeah.
crazy thing is his aunt's 3 years younger.
We were Sears, Filene's basement.
Filene's
Marshall's.
basement.
I worked at Filene's also.
Jesus, did you?
Yeah, a lot of retail gigs. But, yeah, definitely Sears, Filene's basement, Marshall's.
Will there be a big day where you all go out? You're like, we're going back
Load
to
the whole
school
list
shopping,
up in the car.
Absolutely.
pile in.
Yeah, yeah.
And could you
absolutely.
pick it out, or she was like, this is what you're getting type deal?
No, we would pick it out, and my mother did a good job of trying to get whatever was
Hot,
cool.
yeah.
My mother, I didn't realize that money was tight. She was very good about being like, okay, well, that's what we gotta get. I mean, sometimes she'd be like, no, you're getting this. But I had bad jeans most of my life.
What were you
Maybe
rocking?
still now. People are still upset about my jeans.
What were you rocking?
I guess Levi, whatever Sears had.
Yeah, Levi's, I think, were all right. Back then, it was different.
Yeah, but then like they started getting like a little bit of flair to them, and like just regular straight dad jeans were like Levi. They weren't the coolest.
Yeah, you had to go to button fly at a certain point.
No, I never had a button fly.
Never. Those
Not
were
once.
all right.
Yeah, anything, like I said, everything kind of changed. I was like, nah. And I had some ripped jeans that I would wear, but there was like a natural rip.
There you go.
They're the best.
Yeah, we didn't buy ripped jeans.
And were you a party kid in high school? You were boozing in high school, I assume, right?
No, I didn't
No
drink till
booze?
after high school. No
Oh,
booze.
shit.
No, I was on the straight and narrow path.
Would you go to the parties and stuff like that, the high school parties, and run from the cops and all that shit?
No, we didn't have a
Couldn't catch
big, a lot of parties. My friends were,
Waits for the gun to go off.
I was like a track guy, and so a lot of my friends were like really valedictorian-y time. I was like the dummy loser in one group of friends, and then I had other friends that were a little tougher, but we never went to parties. I started drinking right after high school, but like they smoked cigarettes and would dip, but I didn't participate in that. And then we didn't go to parties. We've had poker games. We were big like poker. Friday night was like poker night, or we'd go to the mall and walk around or whatever.
Could have swore you just said you were cool in high school.
I'm telling you, these were the cool guy. I mean, they were smoking, but poker's cool. We played poker for
For an
money.
80-year-old man, sure.
Yeah, I don't think you know how high school works.
It was not a big party.
You go to parties and finger chicks.
Deuces,
and shit.
aces, one-eyed faces.
Couple parties.
I
Deuces
mean,
and
that was
jacks,
always
man
the
with X.
classic. That was always the classic thing in like the 80s and 90s high school movies. The nerds that got the courage to go to the party. It was always the poker. It started at the poker game. Like, we should be out there. We should be going to the party.
Oh, they were having
and they're
that
drinking like
conversation.
A&W root beer and smoking cigars.
Well, sometimes, I mean, I also had friends like junior, senior. They were like in the coolest band. They were called Weldon Hill, and they like kicked ass. They were like, I was at the cool band guys. I swung with the best of them, baby. I had the cross country
He was a
guys
roadie.
and the band guys.
Cross country guy.
I mean, I could.
You walked in multiple worlds.
I could dip everywhere. Yeah.
You know, Ickmack, Shamir, the whole guy, the whole gang.
You name the place, I was there. But we only had a few parties. But yeah, maybe there was a lot and I wasn't invited. God damn it.
Yeah, am I wrong here?
You're not.
Don't leave me hanging
I'm
here.
not. I'm agreeing. There was probably more parties that you did not get invited to, for sure.
But also
Playing poker.
right after high school, we started having more parties. And I was the party house, but not till after high school because my parents would go away and then we'd have everybody over. We had like raging, crazy parties, like ages like 18, 19, 20, 21. Like
Okay.
all those like, this is crazy, it's loud, we're listening to music, all that stuff. People are hooking up in my parents' bedroom. That came after high school for me.
Okay.
As soon as high school ended, I was like a piece of shit because I started comedy right away.
Right.
So I started hanging out with like 35-year-old deadbeat men.
Degenerates.
Yeah. It went south fast.
Did you hear about that list party? It was nuts. They had music.
There was music. There was some fingering. Somebody got fingered somewhere.
I picture just a bunch of like 42-year-old open micers hanging out.
That's what it was. I mean,
All your high school friends are like, who are those guys?
Lenny Clark passed out in your parents' bed.
Barry Katz handing out business cards.
very quickly after high school, I was hanging out with like 45-year-old
I know.
men.
Yes. You know.
It was fast. It was a quick transition, and it would be a thing like I would bump into people, or I would have like friends, high school friends, come to the show, and I'm like, we all go out after, and them being like, "What are you doing?" Like these guys are like balding assholes. And
Hey,
I'm
Liz,
like,
let me borrow $10.
but to me, like, I was like, "That's John Fish. Look at that," and they were like, "That's just a 35-year-old guy."
That's a guy who's unsuccessful at the moment.
Yeah, so it was a weird transition, I guess. But yeah, I do remember, and my parents probably thought this too, because like I would be like, "Hey, I'm heading to New York City with a couple guys," and it would be like a 50-year-old man
Sure.
driving me to New York City. Like it would be a guy my dad's age. That's very quickly after graduating, my friends were the same age as my parents.
I know that. It's such a weird lifestyle.
It is, and then my
It's so
parents.
strange.
My parents never questioned it. They're like, "You're going to New York with this man who's a peer of ours. Have fun."
Get some cookies.
Mom, Dad, you know Dom Herrera, right? We're going away for the weekend.
He's a good kid.
I don't say this. Oh, shout out to Dom Herrera.
Love Dom.
Oh,
Me
man.
too.
The best.
But yeah, it was odd, I guess. But I was cool. I swear to God. Few parties, but I felt that way even through my 20s. I always thought, let's have a small hang because we're funny guys.
Sure.
Who needs the big hoopla?
Yes.
We make the hoopla.
Yeah.
Exactly. We are the hoopla. I had that last night. We did a
Who needs
live.
girls and good times, huh?
We had a live Tuesdays with Stories, and
Break
DeRosa
out
was
the
on.
poker chips and let's get wild.
I'm still down for a poker
Me
hang.
too.
anytime you
Love
guys wanna
poker.
Go.
Love
I guarantee you those cigars were just pretzel rods, too.
We smoked like Philly blunts, yeah.
Oh.
But we drank, baby.
There you
Yeah.
go.
We would drink and get naked, run around. I was a big stealer of signs and stuff. I got after it.
You were mischiefy a little bit, right? You pull some hijinks in the school.
And yes, absolutely. We had my senior year. We did a lot of fun stuff. One time, me and my friend Jeff Andrews, who's hilarious, who I think is a school teacher now. We did a protest. It was a leap year, so there was a February 29th, and so we made posters and signs and said, "Make leap year every year. 1 more day equals 1 more day."
You really tore it up, huh?
But that was funny. This was during school hours, guys. I
sorry.
mean, that's wild.
What would you do with the sign? You walked around the school with the signs?
Yeah, it was funny, and people walked by going, "What is this?" It was kind of alternative comedy, like an Andy Kaufman kind of thing.
I think Joe's slowly realizing he was a dork in high school.
I'm telling you, people were like, "That's wild." One time,
Oh, that's why.
Hey, watch out. This guy's making signs over here, everybody.
we went into the home ec class.
Whoa! And we made muffins for everybody.
No.
We switched the sugar with the salt.
We stole an
Good luck
egg.
making that recipe work.
We stole an egg.
That souffle's going to fall.
Stolen
We
eggs.
stole an egg.
Wait till
Oh,
you hear
man,
the punch.
I'm surprised you're still not doing time for it.
Stole an egg, and we had a courtyard in our school. We dropped the egg so it broke.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went to the gymnasium, stole 3 orange cones. We put the cones around the egg, So people all day, every student would walk by and just look at, even the teachers, the adults would
It's
walk
placed
by.
to every group, all right? It's not just the students.
They would say, hey, look at this. Who put this there?
The
Was there all
Boston Times
day.
called it the heist of the century.
That's pretty good. An egg.
You know, the town's really based on Joe List.
And we cut class.
With permission, obviously.
We cut class.
But go to the library and read.
No,
Would you skip school? Would you dip out?
I did. So what happened was I had perfect attendance, but I would skip classes. I would just go. We would leave or hide. My girlfriend at the time, when I would go down into the boiler room, I found out you could open that door, and we would hide in the boiler room and play cards and hang out throughout an entire class, which is quite a caper. So
It's like 200 degrees in there. You're sweating.
it would be.
I'd rather be in class, dude.
It would be.
Hey,
awkward.
Tina, come down here.
I picture you getting caught, and you'd be like, "What are you guys doing in here? You're not smoking weed or nothing?"
I mean, we weren't even like
Playing
fingering
rummy.
each other or anything like that. We literally just hung out. It was quite innocent. But it would be awkward because at the end of the semester, I would get the perfect attendance award, but also on the report card, it would be like, you missed 14 days of math, 11 days of science. So I would have absences and perfect attendance, which was pretty wild.
That reminds me of that Regan bit where he's at work building bikes, and the guy
the best.
takes him into the wall. He goes back, and dude, the guy finds a space between the two layers of drywall, and then he just gets back in there, and it's Regan and the guy in there like this. He goes, "How good is this?" He's like, "I'd rather be building fucking bikes, just standing in the wall like."
It's a great bit.
And we'd hide out in the dumpster all day.
Shout out to Brian Regan.
Have you guys had him on?
No, I would love to have him.
You gotta
He's
get
an
him
all-time favorite. First comedy show I've ever seen
Yeah.
was Brian Regan.
He's
The
incredible.
Tower Theater. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
He was the first person to break it because people started yelling out bits at the end, like pop, or
Right,
not
right.
pop, or Fig Newtons or whatever. And he did it a little differently, obviously, because the bit was from like 5 years ago.
Right.
And he missed a line, and someone yelled out the actual line that was on the special or the recording. And he's like, "Yeah, he's like, it's like you do it different every time," and that like blew my mind. I was like, "Oh, I thought he was just like reading it like it was like it had to be perfect every time."
No, he's incredible. Someone asked us last night at our podcast who your Desert Island special, and mine is Brian Regan. I Walked on the Moon.
It's great.
It's the
Does
best.
the thing about the cranberries is great. Cran grape, cran apple.
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant.
No, he's
Just
the best.
killing.
He's awesome.
I don't know if we asked you this. Do you drive into school?
No, I didn't have my license till after school. I got a ride. Senior year, I rode with my friend Brendan O'Leary. Everyone's an O'Leary. Oh, something.
Yeah, sure.
And
What kind of car was it?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe like a Ford Taurus or something. It certainly wasn't a nice
Okay.
car.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, I didn't have my license till after. In fact, I took my driver's test my senior year.
Why is that? Can I ask?
I don't know.
It was 16 up there.
Yeah, and I think I was just, first of all, in general, I think 16 is too young to drive a car. I think it's insane that 16-year-olds are driving
Did you
around
think
in
that
vehicles.
then?
I think I did in general, but I was, my thing
It's
was
a
like,
worried 16.
Come on.
We shouldn't be doing this.
I was like, I should change the age or whatever. But I also, everyone I knew had cars, so people would drive you around. And there wasn't a car available for me,
Gotcha.
too. It was going to be one of those deals. So I just wasn't in a big hurry. I
Your
wasn't-
parents each had a car, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I just felt like, I don't know. I wasn't in a big hurry. I don't really know why. I was having a good time, and I was like, I'll get to that.
But you weren't taking the bus like your junior and senior year. Somebody was driving you, picking you
yeah,
up from
yeah.
school. All right, cool.
Yeah. I took the bus like freshman, sophomore year, I
Was
guess.
the bus stop close to you?
End of the street, I think.
Okay, not too
Yeah.
bad.
But I went and took it my senior year, and I failed the driver's test. And this is so brutal because I took it during school hours because that was the only time. And I came back in. I remember it was psychology class. We walked in, and everyone went, "There he is!" And they started clapping, like Henry after his first trial.
Yeah, you popped your cherry.
And I walked in, and I had to be like, I didn't pass.
Man.
And so the applause died, and I just had to sit there like a dick.
Can
But
I get a ride home later?
I got my license now, folks, and I can really cook. 10 and 2.
Hey, Mario Andretti out there really cooking on the streets. Drive like a lane.
It wasn't until I graduated, I started doing comedy. I was like, okay, now I got to
You gotta
drive
have
to
a
the
reason
city.
for
I
it.
got to
Yeah,
get,
no, that
I
makes
got to
sense.
get somewhere.
Yeah, for sure. God damn.
Yeah.
Why? What? Too? I think we did it with Norman and Morel. Obviously, you're a big Seinfeld guy, as are we. Well, who do you think the best standalone one episode character is? That's only made one appearance. The best one-off character.
Boy, that's tough because some of the best ones come back a couple times
Sure.
at least. One off. Go.
There's a couple of standout.
You
ones.
said one last night.
One last night. It's got to be the Moyle. If you go back and watch that,
100%.
every word out of his mouth is a laugh.
Really?
The Moyle is every word's a punchline.
Or Bookman.
Bookman, obviously.
Philip Baker Hall.
Bookman's fun. God damn, I gotta really think about this one. Todd Gack.
Todd
It's pretty
Gack's great.
Todd
Yeah.
That's a
Gack
great
was all
episode around him, but his whole thing is very funny. The
You're Gack, right?
Tanya Harding lady is pretty amazing.
The understudy.
Yes,
Oh,
the
the
understudy.
understudy,
She's
great.
pretty amazing. Bette Midler's amazing.
Of course.
Yeah, boy, one time OTO, one time only. That's
Also, the
tough.
one I just saw, I was watching yesterday, who the guy's great, was when they volunteer with the old people, the guy Jerry gets, whose teeth fall out, and they take his records. Same
Right.
thing. Every word out of his mouth is going for a laugh.
Yeah. Boy, I wish I had time to think about this one, but
We'll be right back.
and cut. Yeah, sorry, I don't
All right,
want to
no, it's fine.
I'll-
Think about it. Call us later. But we did it with Norman. I think everybody falls on Bookman and the Moyle for a lot of the time. Same
Yeah.
thing with Fiore, Donnelly. Yeah, but
Here's an underrated one. Elaine's dad.
Oh, yeah,
best.
that's up there. I mean,
Yeah.
one of my all-time favorite lines is, "We'll tell him we're frightened and we have to leave."
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty amazing.
Which one are you supposed to be the funny guy?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's him. He's the comedian.
Were you packing? So you were excited for school
Yeah, I think
in
I was
high school?
Yeah, in high school, I loved it. My junior, senior year, probably sophomore year too, I loved every day of high school. I thought it was just the best.
Really?
I was a very bad student, but I loved seeing everybody. I loved lunch. I really hit a stride there, and
Were you buying your lunch or were you bringing it?
I bought lunch, and this is my lunch. You're gonna find this not believable. 100% of the days of school, my lunch was 4 chocolate chip cookies and a lemonade.
I
get
believe it.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like a soft pretzel and an iced tea type guy or something.
You'd have breakfast in the morning at the house, right?
I'd eat a couple bowls of the fact that I don't have diabetes is wild.
Uh-huh.
I just ate a bunch of cereal, and then I would go, and we had lunch at like 11:30 a.m. It would be 4 cookies, a lemonade. Then I would go through the rest of school and run like 7-8 miles on
Take it off.
that.
Then go home and have dinner.
Yeah, and then it would be like a McDonald's or Burger King typically.
Really?
Or spaghetti, mac and cheese.
Were your parents buying the Burger King and McDonald's that much?
Yeah, we went to Burger King a lot. We were a
Really?
big Burger King family.
Did
Yeah.
your mom cook at all?
She cooked. I had Burger King. She would cook whatever. I was a very picky eater. She would eat. They would have whatever the fuck. I don't know.
You got
She would
away
cook.
with that as a kid?
As a very picky eater, the mom they get sick of it. They go, just let them get fucking Burger King, and that's
Who would
that.
take you to Burger King?
My
Because you
mother,
didn't drive.
I think. My mother, father, yeah, whoever.
So they come home from work, driving back and forth to work.
Mm-hmm.
Come home, she'd make a dinner for the family, and then have to run out to Burger King to get you Burger King.
Yeah, someone would take me to whoever wasn't cooking would go and drive me to Burger
Really
King.
trying to make him feel bad about
And
that.
back then, by the way,
really laying it on, huh, big guy?
Burger King was a Finsky. I mean, it was like $4.80,
I know, yeah.
2 cheeseburgers, fry, and we would go to Papagino's a lot. You know, like that was the big pizza joint.
Sure.
A lot of pizza, and then at home, if they cook, it would be mac and cheese. You know, rigatoni, marinara.
You would eat that stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
a lot of that. Maybe a Taco Tuesday occasionally.
Love a Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
Were you a taco salad guy? I was a big taco salad guy.
No,
when
I
was
don't care
kid.
for a taco salad.
Love it.
I like a salad and I like a taco. I don't mix them.
What are they doing together? All right, we got Joe List here. Let's do some
Yeah, we
cues,
gotta get into
baby.
some fucking questions. Gang, when you sign up for the Patreon, we will answer your garbage question on the air. Patreon gets first crack at it. That's just the way we do it around here. Oh, speaking of school, this is from Dave the Barbarian. Brand new $10 homie. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
You or anyone you know try to nickname yourself. I once gave myself in 6th grade the nickname D Money, but it never stuck.
Oh wow! I call my best friend D Money.
D Money's an easy
Now,
one. Is a good
yeah.
one, yeah. What did you have a nickname, or did you push for a nickname? T-Bone, anything?
No, and again, certainly not in school. In comedy, my friends started calling me Kids Menu. That was like, hey,
That's
kids
good.
menu.
Yeah, there he is.
Which was fun. My uncle, Dale, the same age one, he's always called me the outlaw. Or not, maybe not always, but since I started drinking.
I like
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
The Outlaw Joe List.
Yeah,
Still,
that's all right.
Because he was trying to come up with Nick before, right as you walked in, he was coming up like the Freak Joe List, just something like trying to-
Outlaw.
the Outlaw Joey List.
I mean, he still calls me. Like, if we call, and it's like Ernest, because their last name is Campbell, so I call him Soup, and he say, hey, I say, hey, Soup, and he goes, hey, Outlaw. It's like, it's not even like, hey, the Outlaw.
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
just
what
the
he
name,
calls
yeah.
me.
That's like trucker call signs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Soup and the Outlaw.
It's all right.
I'd watch that movie.
Somebody get Burt Reynolds on the phone.
Soup in the Outlaw. Coming to a poker game near you.
And we got after it too. We could really
Get
get it
soupy.
going. Yeah, we
Yeah.
got wild. But
No, self-imposed.
certainly no self-imposed.
Like, you don't walk down to the
nickname.
living room one day and be like, everyone call me Switchblade from now on.
No, certainly not. And no nickname back then. I mean, List. They would be like, hey,
Yeah.
List, or whatever. Maybe a Joey. Hey, Joey.
Sure.
Isn't it weird how there were kids you grew up with that their last name fit as a name and other ones didn't? Like, you know what I mean? Like List,
I have
Foley.
it. Ryan.
Yeah, you
People
have
try to say Ryan, and it's like you're just confusing everybody.
Yeah.
They're like, hey,
Right.
Ryan. You're like, what? It just doesn't work.
Yeah, but you're all last name.
Foley, that's
Foley.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom calls him Foley.
But like two of my best friends growing up, Brad Kramer and Seth Pollins. Kramer was Kramer, obviously.
Collins doesn't work.
Pollins doesn't work. We could just call him Seth.
Yeah, interesting. Well, in Boston, everything's E. Joey, Johnny.
Philly's the same.
Kevy,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, you put a little love on it.
You got to throw it out there. Yeah.
Kippy stuck from Keith Robinson, which I hated at the moment, but it just it just is what it is.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I have a thing where I can't. I never call anybody by their regular name. I like to have something.
I do the same
I
thing.
love
yeah.
it too.
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
When you go to the doctors, will you say thanks, doc? Will you hit him with a doc, or do you say doctor?
I mean, I don't go to the doctor very often. So, and the last time I did it was a woman. So I don't know. I don't think I do a doc.
No,
No doc.
I do it a lot.
I do it if the rapport's there, I feel. Like,
Yeah.
Thanks, Doc.
But I did it not that long ago with my cardiologist, but it was in the hallway. I feel like they're completely different people from in the hallway to in the room. Like I just happened to catch him coming out.
Yeah.
I was back in my room, in my examination room, and I went to pee, and I saw him in the hallway. I'm like, hey, what's going on, doc? And he shot me a look like, shut your fat fucking mouth. But then when he's in the room, he's doing material, his crowd work. He's fantastic.
Where are you from?
Interesting. Yeah. First of all, I should go to the doctor more frequently.
That's not why I brought it up. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm like, I got to check.
freaking out.
I got to check for flesh-eating diseases. And
Doc, you hear about these oysters?
well, I had some high BP last time I was there. It's not good. But yeah, I don't think I do a doc. No doc.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just brought this. You're obviously a big boozer. I was just in Boston last weekend. Have you ever been to O'Sullivan's Tap House, like right by the Garden?
Yes, I had my
That
first.
place is fantastic.
I don't think there's an O. I think it's just Sullivan's.
it might be Sullivan's
I think it's
Tap
just
House.
Sullivan's. But
Yeah.
I had my first legal drink there.
No shit.
My 21st birthday, I saw the Washington Wizards play the Celtics, Jordan's last game in Boston.
No
Whoa.
shit.
And I went to Sullivan's and I was like, this is my first beer legally or
yeah.
whatever.
That place is all right.
Yeah, that's a great. I was just there recently when I went to Springsteen. So yeah, I love
Such
that
a hole
place.
in the wall. We were walking by, we're like, we just need somewhere to grab a beer, and I look up, it was like Sullivan's Tap House. They claim the oldest sports bar or the oldest, there's some sort of thing they got going, and I was like, damn, I walk in, it smells like a dive shit bar. It's awesome.
It's a real shithole. It's great. I love it. Great area. That whole area is so different from when I grew up. It's bananas.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, like now the stadium's like pristine. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It looks like a mall in LA or something, like when you walk up that. Like
And there
right
used to be like an elevated train there. It was loud. It's a totally different spot. But yeah, I know Sully's.
Thanks. I know Sully's,
I know
kid.
Sully's. There you go.
Sully's. Are you kidding me?
Listy's down there. The Outlaw's down there in Sully's. He's got his pants on his head. He's crazy.
Listy's good too. I like Listy.
Listy, I get
all
called
right.
Listy a lot.
Yo,
Yeah,
Listy.
List L-I-S-T. You know that story? My first open mic, I said, my last name is List, L-I-S-T. And the guy was like, you got it. And he brought me up. He goes, this next guy is a comedian, Joe List L-S-T. He thought that was my last name, which is hilarious. Yeah, Listy's big. That's fun.
That's good. But all right, let's get into some goddamn questions. We burn all the fucking time just hanging out. Let's see here. This one's from Alex Tonello. Speaking of Boston, shout out to
there
Mr.
you
Tonello,
go.
kid.
Mr. T.
Have you ever called and complained to a "How's my driving" sticker?
No.
I want to a lot.
I haven't. I want to. Just the other day, I was walking. There was a yellow cab parked, and I'm this guy now. I reached this age. He just crumpled up a bag. He was like having his snack break, and he just dropped it out
And I hate that too. It's like, what are
the
you doing?
window. I stopped, and I went, you just throw your trash in the ground like that? That's what you do? And the guy, I felt bad because I felt like he actually spoke zero English and was like, and then he just kind of kept drinking. And I was like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
But I did write down 4K95, and I was like, I'm gonna really report this guy. And then like a half an hour later, I was in my notes, and I was like, what am I doing? I'm not doing that.
You're not
so
that guy,
I'm getting there. I'm like progressive. I've dipped my toe in.
I'm always a little bit paranoid that if I do call, it just goes right to them, like, you fucking pussy, you know what I mean? Like, pull over, you bald-headed whatever, and I got to fight a guy on 8th Street. I don't want that.
Come right in. We'll discuss this further. I've called 911 on the highway because so there was some lunatic driving one time, and he like brake checked me or something like that, and then sped off, and he was like fucking weaving through, and I was driving down the Jersey Turnpike. I was like, fucking call 911.
Right.
And trying to like pin him out, but they never even showed up.
Wow.
Fucking narc.
Yeah.
Shit, fucking
Karen
ratting-
Foley over here.
Yeah, right? Really ratting out guys trying to have a good time. Probably late for work or something.
Dropping dimes.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. This one's perfect. This one's from Stay in the Caddy. Shout out to Stay in the Caddy. Never had one read. Has anyone you known ever brought a frozen pizza to Thanksgiving dinner?
Yikes.
I wouldn't hate it, as I love a frozen za.
You'll do Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah, my family, I have done this at Christmas dinner, had a DiGiorno
Whoa.
with Sarah's family, just cooking a DiGiorno.
Why?
Because I didn't get enough to eat. We talked about this with Sarah, I think. They eat like 400 calories a day.
Sure,
It's
we
fucked
did
up.
talk about that.
So I do bring a DiGiorno.
Is
He
it
didn't
for
mention
after?
a DiGiorno, though.
Yeah, I got
It's for after.
like a stack of DiGiornos that I'm cooking.
Oh, for like, okay, not like, so dinner's over. Maybe this one goes up to bed. This one's watching TV. Hey, I'm going to pop in a pizza.
Yeah, they didn't go to bed. It's like a half hour later. They're sitting there. And I'm
You
cooking a
didn't
DiGiorno.
tell us that last
They're
night.
I
eating
just-
dessert.
I have a solo DiGiorno like Kevin McAllister, just eating it. But I've done I haven't brought it, but Thanksgiving, I never cared for Thanksgiving-y stuff. Turkey sucks, stuffings, whatever. We want pizza. We're a pizza for Thanksgiving people.
Oh, why don't we ask Joe the famous pizza question?
Well, you know what he's going to say.
Yes, I need more points on my side, which is the winning side from here on out.
All
Toby
right.
looks upset.
Because I've lost this argument. But, okay. Nah, he's going to say, if you
knew he was going to agree with you, you would ask the fucking question.
Yeah, of course. All right, fine. You go to an Italian place that specializes in coal fire pizzas.
Okay.
Okay. So let's say it's you and Sarah. You get some appetizers, you share them. It comes time to order dinner. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah gets the salmon. You get you get the salmon. He's not going to eat this.
I eat salmon. I like
Because
salmon.
The argument shouldn't be a place that specializes in
They
pizza.
specialize in pizza.
It's
Do you
just-
think it's weird to get a pizza as an entree? A pizza just for yourself.
He's
as
doing
an
it.
entree.
He's doing it at Christmas.
I know. See, this is stupid.
I'm all pizza entree.
Yes,
But I don't do it at an Italian place. I'll get a chicken parm or whatever.
like a gentleman.
Yeah, no, you hate the chicken parm. Don't try to
The
butter
point
him
is
up.
if-
I'm a big chicken parm man myself.
It stinks. It's three things. It's not a good
It's
dish.
the best three things.
No, chicken parm's the
It's
best.
the best,
food
dude.
of all
You
This
can
is
time.
have it on the plate. You can have it on a roll. Anything. I'm
Dude,
in.
Louis Katz just did a fucking face-fronting thing about how he hates chicken parm. I blocked him. I
That's
won't even
crazy.
see him again.
That's crazy. Hate chicken parm.
Chicken
out.
parm's the best.
That's nuts.
I have a framed photo of him, me, and Bargatze on a tank in Kuwait. I ripped it up and threw it out, threw it away.
the hate that the chicken parm gets is crazy.
I've never heard of that in my life. Anybody hating chicken.
He's
parm.
like, he said to me, he's like, Kippy's the kind of guy that goes to an Italian restaurant and gets a chicken parm. It's like, yeah, the thing on the menu. I'm
yeah,
not
that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, you get if you go to an old school place, you get a chicken parm.
Or
My
a
point
pizza.
is, and this is the last time I'm talking about this. I'll tell you right now.
That's
All right,
no.
because it's everybody's fucking nuts. Pizza is something theoretically that should be shared. And when somebody gets that after appetizers and whatever and gets it as an entree, that's weird. Toby and I both agreed to it.
No, this is
just
the
crazy
craziest thing I've ever
talk.
heard in my life. Pizza for one, solo.
This
pizza.
guy's taking DiGiorno's to the head, by the way.
Yeah, no kidding.
Which I respect. That self-rising crust is all right.
I mean, I never heard of that one time in my life. You get a pizza. I'm eating pizza. You do you, and I'll do me.
He ate cookies for 8 years.
I wasn't in high school for 4. It was 5 years, and it's
He
a
was
long
carb
story.
loading. He was cross-country.
I had to run. No, pizza's an entree, of course. Yeah.
Be a dessert.
Entree
Anything
the
you want it to
Giant.
be.
I do like those DiGiornos. I like them when that's the one that I have to have with a couple glasses of milk. Is a DiGiorno. 'Cause
My-
the crust is so good.
Milk and DiGiorno. When do you shit? A couple months later? Are you kidding? Do you dip it?
No, but the bite and sip of that. That one the most because the crust is so specific.
I do get that.
You know
It
what I'm
is
talking
It is a
about.
very, it's like a pastry-esque kind of crust. 'Cause
I mean,
it's a-
DiGiorno. Everything else is nostalgia driven. They're good. DiGiorno blows everything else away.
kills it.
Yeah.
Kills it. Quality-wise.
Yeah.
I'll do the self-rising crust. I fucking immediately take 2 slices, crush those.
What do you think's in that? That's probably got to be chemicals, right?
I
That
don't-
can't be good.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's not healthy.
It's
no.
not good. And then I go back, I do the 3rd slice, and then I leave the 4th one sitting out on the counter till it becomes room temperature, and then I go back and crush that like an hour later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love a DiGiorno. I'm thinking I'm going to get one tonight. It's been a while.
There you go.
Been a long time.
Couple hours.
Yeah, I had one for breakfast.
Will you
Last
dip your
Christmas.
pizza in ranch?
No. Get out of here. Come on. Ranch. I don't like any. I don't like ranch or blue cheese and all that bullshit.
So when you do your wingy, when you get wingies at the cellar, you're raw dogging them.
Yeah, because they come with buffalo sauce. I don't need 2 sauces.
I'm the same way with you, yeah. I might do a little blue cheese once every 5 times.
We might have asked you this before, but is there a better wing in New York City than the Olive Tree?
Blondie's is pretty amazing. I don't even know if Blondie's still exists, but that was awesome.
I've heard that.
The wings at the cellar are fucking.
They're very good.
Crazy good.
I always
they're
loved
so good.
Blondie's was awesome. But yeah, I love a good wing. You know what blows me away is that more places don't have queso. Like Texas, everywhere has queso. You can't find it anywhere else. I think it's like the dumbest thing. Just
T-Bone
put
loves
queso.
it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love a queso.
I'm all
Will you
queso.
do it with like the sausage in it and stuff like that though?
Sausage in it. Queso.
Like chorizo.
Oh,
They put it like on the top. It might be mixed in, or
yeah.
they'll like put it on the top.
little ground beef.
Yeah, maybe some beef. Sausage. I don't. I hear sausage. I just picture a long dick sticking out of the cheese. Maybe a little.
Couple of Jimmy Deans in there.
Man, your uncle cousin really did a number on you.
Yeah, you
Tell you
do.
that.
Oh God! All right, this is on food as well. This is from Gary Bushwell, $10 banger. How we feel about pepperoni and pasta? I've never heard of that, but I wouldn't throw that out of bed.
Pepperoni and pasta.
Man, I
If
don't
you
know.
chopped up pepperoni in a pasta,
What is that? A radio duo? Pepperoni and pasta in the morning.
that would be us in another universe. Back with pepperoni and pasta.
Pepperoni and pasta. I mean, I just feel like they're fucking with us.
No, he said his wife's family does it. They chop it up and mix it in.
Side note, that just reminded me. We used to put ice cubes in SpaghettiOs. You ever hear of that?
I would do it in
One
soup.
ice cube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would do it in soup, like that. Those boxes of Lipton soup. You know,
Cool it down a little
yeah,
bit.
throw an
Yeah.
ice cube in there.
I couldn't do that it would make it too watery.
But
I do love a spaghettio though.
yeah, SpaghettiOs rule, but pepperoni and spaghetti. I've never heard of that. I mean,
Sounds
honestly.
like Heartburn City too.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
I wouldn't hate it. I might have to give it a shot there. All right, this one's from Sean. Have you ever used your non-dominant hand to fake someone else's handwriting?
Yes, I feel that's the way to go.
I don't think that because you're so. At least for me, I'd be so all over that.
Nobody's
going to
question it. They think you're
I
an
couldn't
idiot.
make the letters though. I would have to try to use my dominant hand and fidget it that
Did you ever
way.
try to forge your parents' signature on anything?
No, I don't think so. I wasn't a big. I was always so afraid of getting caught. Like, and just be that feeling of like,
Joe List at the principal's office.
I suck. Yeah.
I was not a forger. I knew people that could do it perfectly. Like on a dime, could just copy somebody's signature. I could never do it.
I was very lucky. My dad's was comically bad. Comically bad to the point where it just became known for my brothers and my sisters that went through that his is so bad that like I would get called. They would get us, they'd be like, hey, you forged this. And then they would call my dad and my dad would be like, no, I signed it. So like once that happened, I was like, oh, I can just they know it's so bad. I can just sign whatever.
I went in 4th grade. We had a kid that transferred in. We became friends. He was a great guy. Arch criminal, though. Literally arch criminal.
I thought that was his name.
He would
Archie Criminal.
Anytime he did really bad, but always get in trouble. And anytime he had something to go home, he would sign it. Like, dude, you're gonna get in trouble. You're gonna get in trouble. And finally, at the end of the year, he's like, you know how I always got away with it? He's like, the first one they gave me, I signed it myself. So they thought that
can
was
compare to that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's really smart. That's like really thinking ahead.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's diabolical. I never had that.
He's in jail now.
Oh, for sure. All right, this one's from Zach. What workout equipment is allowed to be on the front porch? Just a couple of dumbbells, a bench press, a Bowflex? I don't think anything.
No.
Maybe
porch.
some dumbbells I'd give you if you're out there, popping up the guns, but
If there's like a wall on the porch, like that half wall,
Yeah.
and you have him hidden.
that's what I'm saying. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Exercise bike.
Anything.
There's a couch on that porch, too, for sure.
And a pit bull with no collar.
Yeah.
Chewing a tire.
And a beware of dog sign on a screen door with no screen.
Yeah. Outdoor exercise equipment's a tough look.
Yeah, that should be in a basement. But then, it's like if you live in a small home, like in Queens or something, like a single, like a row home or whatever. Where are you gonna put it? In your dining room? Like you're kind of jammed up.
I guess so, but I think it's not time for you to work out at home. I think.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's true. Go to Planet Fitness.
Yeah, just I mean, like picking up a plate and ripping grass at the same time just feels a little weird. You're like on a bench press that's uneven because it's on a hill. I don't know.
Anybody working out on their front porch is in and out of prison.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm picturing the wife beater.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't think they're too concerned with curb appeal either. They're just like, I got to get this in.
That's a tough look.
I just picture your parole officer walking up and you're like, what? It's not Tuesday.
Yeah. Been here all day.
I gotta say, that's a problem, that guy.
Yeah, it's bad news.
Sorry.
No.
I can't abide.
All right, let's do one or two more here. This one's from Garbage Emeritus. When the remote control dies, is it garbage to replace only one battery instead of both of them?
That's the move.
You
You
have
test
to do
the
it,
waters.
I never heard of that.
Yeah, it just needs if you don't have another, because I think this is based on the scarcity of batteries.
Huh.
If you have to take it out of something else, you only put it in one.
I think the rule with that is, okay, the remote dies. You take the batteries out and put them back in. That's the first
spin
step.
'em, take 'em
Because you
out.
can get a little more juice out of
Sure.
it.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you swap them. Then you start doing test by test. You do the one, see if it works. You do the other one, see if it works. And you're taking that from something else.
Another remote.
That's not coming
Yeah.
from a fresh pack of batteries.
Yeah.
Who the fuck had that? Now my mom has a toolbox that has like 400 batteries in it.
All for dildos.
I gotta say, my dad worked at a hospital. He was in charge of purchasing. That was his thing, his occupation. So we always had he would take batteries. I hope I'm not blowing up his shit.
You're not blowing up his
Does he
shit.
still work there?
We had drawer at a different hospital. We had drawers.
Keep an eye on Listy.
Drawers full of battery. That was like the one
Really?
real fringe
That's a
benefit.
pretty solid perk.
Yeah.
It was good. And you guys are gonna love this.
That's why they were okay throwing $5 a night on Burger King for you.
Fucking all that battery money.
Saving on all that battery money.
It was in a drawer where we kept the whatever china we had. It was like a
China
bureau-
cabinet,
A
yeah.
china cabinet. It was in a china cabinet drawer. So it'd be china and batteries.
So ours were there too in the dining room.
What else was
Wow.
it? Was there actual china in the china cabinet? Did you guys have nice plates?
Tongue
I mean-
depressors and rubber gloves.
I mean,
That's where we kept the MRI machine.
it wasn't fine, but it was something. It was China.
different.
It was like it was Tibet.
It was It was pronounced so low.
It was adjacent to China.
South Korean plates.
It was it was Mongolian.
When would they be broken out? What would the occasion have to be at the List House?
Never. My parents did have one box. It was almost like a cigar box. They must have been a wedding gift from somebody that was like actual, I think, silver china.
Was it in one of those boxes?
It was in a box.
Those are
yeah,
nice.
And it was never used ever. I mean, we were like a paper plates eating Celeste pizza family. But
Sure.
someone must have given it to them, and it must still exist somewhere. I'm sure. Maybe I'll get it.
Probably a couple of bucks.
Walking in for
kick
dinner,
off.
grabbing the china, going, the McRib's back.
Break out the good plates.
No, I do remember it. I do remember that it never was it was never used.
Never
once.
allowed to be touched.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was there. It was somewhere.
Oh, man. All right, well, we got to wrap it up, gang.
Buddy,
Oh, man. This
we
is
love
fun.
you to death.
Yeah.
Thank you
Always
very
a
much.
fucking fun hang. Congratulations on the special.
Fantastic.
I appreciate
Enough
it.
for
Thank you.
everybody.
Yes.
Out on YouTube
Check
right
it out.
now. Do yourself a favor. You got to see Joe. You got to see him live. listen, you know us, you know him. He's one of the fucking best working. Buddy, we love you.
Thank you very much. I love you guys.
buddy.
What else you got coming up you want anybody to know? Hit him.
I got a bunch of fun dates. Nashville, Philly, October 5th through the
There you
7th.
go.
Philly.
Helium. Yeah.
Fucking let's go.
Yeah. I
Sell
Joe
that
and
out.
Joe List.
Right before the baby
outlaw.
comes. So Helium, October 5th through the 7th, and Nashville, September 21st to the 23rd, I think it is, at Zany's. So those are going to be fun. And are you guys at Skankfest?
We're not this
We're
year.
not this year,
Oh,
unfortunately.
yeah,
that's
we're bummed
appalling.
out.
I'm
We're gonna miss it.
traveling, yeah.
Oh, son of an onion. Well, I'll be at Skankfest. Sad. But no.
Completely upset.
It'll be, and then Royal Oak, I think, right before the baby. I think October 21st and 22nd, like a week before the
Got
baby.
the new baby coming. This kid's killing it.
I'm scared to death.
The outlaw, Joe
Bless you.
List. Kippy, what do you got for him?
Gang, like we said in the beginning, we're all over the road. Shows are fucking selling out. Thank you. Shout out to the fucking
We love
the
yous.
Army of Garbage, baby. We're added a second show at the Fillmore in Philadelphia. Get those fucking
Yeah,
tickets.
let's go, Phil.
We are added a third show in Toronto. Chicago's third show is about to go. We're gonna add a fourth there. Get those fucking tickets, gang.
Gang, we'll see you next week. Peace.